Not more little years out here.
There's also an Easter egg hunt going on right now.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Where's that?
The fairgrounds.
Okay. We don't. I don't.
For the races, you know, at the end for the races. Annika's gonna get to do it with me.
Jojo, can I see?
Once again, welcome to Frank Field at Memorial Ballpark for the third game of a three-game set between the College of Redwoods and Lassen. First pitch is on the way. We'll get the lineups to you in a little bit. The 0-0 strike. The 0-1 fouled off over the first base dugout. Count goes to 0-2. Goes for a ball, count 1-2. The batter for Redwoods is Dansby. And the 1-2 up 2-2. Dansby had one hit in the doubleheader yesterday. He stands in on the 2-2 pitch. Fastball, base hit right field. Redwoods have a runner on with nobody out. Next batter for Redwoods will be Soto Romero. We have no outs, runner on first base. Vanek working out of the stretch. The 0-0 popped up down the left field line, foul and out of play. The 0-1 fastball taken for a ball up. Evens the count at 1-1. After the doubleheader, Raul Soto Romero is batting .351 on the season after yesterday's games. Short lead at first base. 1-1 count. Redwoods did not show any short game at all. And the pitch. Taken up. Ball 2. Count runs to 2-1. No outs. Runner on first base. Good hitters count. Good hit and run count. There's a pick to first base. Back easily. So Coach Seth must have been thinking the same thing, that they might be doing some hit and running here. Two one taken for a strike. Runs the count to 2-2. Now, if I'm Redwoods, I got to be getting the offense going. I can't sit back and hope we score 9 runs. Vanek's a very competitive pitcher. Coach Avila said he competes every time out, whether he has his good stuff or not. Ball's a lazy fly ball to right field as the runner was attempting to run. He retreats back to first base, so there was a hit and run on. And it went for an out. So we're down at 1 out. And the batter will be Cam Woody. Batting in the 3-hole today. Vanek comes set. Average lead at first base. There's the pick. Back easily. A little slower tempo than it has been lately. But another pick. And now they picked him off. I don't think that was a good call. I believe he beat that throw back, but the umpire called him out, and go Cougs.
That's unwritten rules right there. Walking in between the mound and the plate. That's unwritten rules. You don't do that.
So Whitty gets hit with a pitch, puts a runner on first base with 2 outs, and the batter will be Zach Cole. Cole puts the 0 pitch, ground ball to short, kind of stumbled around in an error. That'll go as an E6 error on Jack Ingraham. Puts a runner in scoring position, 2 outs, and the batter will be Blake Browning. So first and second, 2 outs, 0 count on the way. Taken for a strike. Vanna jumps ahead 0-2. 2 outs, runners on first and second. What they do? Remember, first guy got a base hit, right? That guy had plate?
Yeah, the puck flew out. Second guy flew out.
Yeah.
Second, one guy got picked up.
Yeah, the first.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't know what he did.
What did he got hit?
Breaking ball in the dirt, runs the count to 1-2.
What he got hit?
Okay, what Cole do?
This is him. Or no.
No, this guy's on. It's got to be.
Oh, E6.
Hit batter E6.
Hey, Paul. What's up, man? See you there. So the 1-2 to Browning. Bennett checks the runner, delivers the plate, breaking ball up. 2-2. He's lucky to get that pitch back. Those are the type of mistakes you don't want to make with runners in scoring position. That was a breaking ball of some type, way up, around the letters. 2-2 on the way. Fastball, ground ball, third base, gets past the third baseman down the line. Redwoods will score 1, and they'll end up at first and second and third, 2 outs, and the Corsairs take a 1-0 lead. That'll bring Proctor Rogers to the plate, the catcher. Still 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position. So the hit batsman ends up scoring. Takes the 0 offer and fouls it over the first base dugout.
This is all Lassen.
Thanks. So the Cougars get out with any further damage, and then going into the bottom of the Cougars trail, 1-0. Our starting pitcher for the Redwoods today is Joey Quinn. He has a 9.61 ERA, 1-2 record on the season with 19 in the third innings pitched. He has not walked a lot of guys on the year, so he might have command of the zone and give Lassen hitters more pitches to hit than they got yesterday because of the wildness of the arms. So leading off will be, for the Cougars, will be shortstop Jack Ingraham. Ingram had 3 hits in the doubleheader and is waiting for the 0-0 pitch. Fastball, away, ball 1. The 1-0 on the way. Fastball right there, ground ball to second. Picks it up, throws to first. Out number 1. Ingram's in the books. 4-3. Caden Stutzman will be the batter with nobody on, 1 out. Caden had 3 hits and 2 RBIs in the doubleheader yesterday. And the 0-0 on the way. He shows bunt, bunts it back to the mound. Pitcher picks it up, throw to first. Got him. 2 outs. And that'll bring to the plate Matt Scher. Scher had a big day yesterday with 7 hits and 5 RBIs in 9 ABs. Scored 5 runs as well. Had a good day. Look for him to run one out here. The pitch. Something off speed. Fly ball, right field. Drifting foul. And it's actually a fair ball. And Scher stays hot with a 2-out double. Kind of a lazy fly ball. Redwoods was playing him way to pull, and the right fielder just couldn't get there. 2 outs, and it'll bring Jacob Cook to the plate. Yesterday, Cook had a couple hits and 3 RBIs. Hopefully, he can get a big RBI here with 2 outs. Big hole on the left side of the infield. 2 outs, runner on second base is Scher. The 0 pitch is a called strike. 0-1. Again, Scher is a base stealing threat, but with the left-hander up, it would be rare to see this right now. He was getting a big jump. Redwoods pitcher runs an inside move, and Scher gets back safely. He's working the lead, and the shortstop's working him to keep it reduced, but he's trying to time something. So Cook waits for the 0-1. He's going on the pitch, taken for a strike, and the throw to third is not in time. Stolen base for sure.
Was that strike?
Cook in a hole. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball up. Let's count the 1-2. Redwoods playing him straight up in the outfield and slight pull in the infield. And the 1-2. 1 hot base hit up the middle. Cougs tie the game on a 2-out hit by Jacob Cook. Zach Rackham, the hitter.
Why does Rackham always wear his hat?
Rackham struggled a bit yesterday, although he made some hard outs. He only had 1 hit to show for it. And the 0-0 is hit a line drive right at the left fielder.
Hard hit.
Can't hit a ball harder than that. That ball was a line drive, P right, squared the barrel up, but right at the left fielder. So the Cougs tie the game in the bottom half of the inning, and we'll go to the second, tied 1-1. Leading off the inning for Redwoods will be Grant Lasser, starting at third. Lasser was the starting pitcher in yesterday's game. Did not have an at bat yesterday. Stands in on the 0-0 from Vanek. Fastball right down the middle of the plate for a strike. Again, that's waist high. He's still up in the zone, and to be effective, he's going to have to bring the ball down. It's going to come back to hurt him somewhere along the line. The 0-1. Check swing. Asks for help. First base calls it a swing. Goes 0-2. Again, fastball up. Should have never been swung at, but he did commit a swing, and now he's in a whole 0-2. And Vanek's going to have to start getting the ball down. The pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate, 1-2. Vanek heading to count 1-2. Lasari digs in, and the pitch. Fastball up, fouled away. Count pitch should be 3-1 right now. Redwoods makes no adjustments at the plate so far. Had struggled with it yesterday, too. Swung a lot of pitches should have been taken, would have given better hitter counts, but they're a free swinging group of guys that swinging a lot of balls up, and here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Strike three. Not quite sure what he was thinking on that swing, but he did swing, he did miss, and the first out goes strikeout swinging. Brings Mark Valente to the plate, first baseman. Ball one. Valente was 0 for 2 yesterday. Ahead in the count here, 1-0. The pitch. Dribble down the third baseline, foul. So after running to first base, Valente's back at the plate, waiting for the 1-1. Ground ball, knee high, good pitch. Cripps fields it, throws across the diamond. Out number 2, 5-3. And there's a difference between having success and being good. Right now, he's having a little bit of success, but he's not good. He's not the Vanek that I've seen in the past. And Nyberg steps in, the 9-hole hitter, shows bunt on the first pitch and goes for a ball, 1-0, up and in. Ground ball fouled weakly down the third baseline. Runs the count to 1-1. Maverick one hit on the doubleheader yesterday, and the 1-1 taken up 2-1. So this guy laid off a pitch up. Maybe they're going to make an adjustment, and hopefully Vanek starts getting the ball down. The 2-1 on the way. Up, ball 3. So I'm sure Coach Seth will have something to say to him when he comes back to the dugout to make that adjustment to get the ball down, because you don't want to live up there. Sooner or later, it's going to hurt you. In the 3-1, hitters count, the pitch. Taking ball 4, up again. So the 2-out walk brings back up the top of the order. Gavin Dansby will be the batter. Base hit the right field his last at bat. Probably got picked off at first base. The 0-1 is a knee-high strike on the outside part of the plate. Breaking ball low and away, taken for a ball. Nyberg has 1 stolen base in 2 attempts. It's a good time to run with a 9-hole up because if he gets thrown out, then you have your leadoff starting off the inning again. But I don't know if he's the guy to do it or not. Vanek with a 1-1 count, 2 outs, runner on first base, the pitch. Ground ball to Ingram. Backhands it, goes across the diamond. Cook scoops it, drops it. And the runner, Nyberg, will end up at third base after the bad throw and the no scoop, and the ball got away from Cook. So Redwoods now will have first and third after the Ingram error with 2 outs, and Romero coming to the plate. Romero flew out to right field in his last at bat. First and third in the pitch. Ground ball to the left side. Fielded by the second baseman. Bobbled, thrown to first. Too late. Redwoods will take the lead on the error by the second baseman Rackham. And they'll have 2 outs and 2 on with Whitty the batter. Whitty was hit by a pitch last time. And the Cougs are struggling defensively with a breaking ball in the dirt. First and second, 2 outs, 1-0 count. Vanek has not been sharp, but he's competing, keeping his team in. And the pitch, fastball taken away. So now he's 2-0. And timeout's called by Coach Seth. He's going to go have a little talk with Vanek.
Bradbury's warming up in the bullpen.
Might want to talk to the shortstop and second baseman for their errors, too. And Bradbury is warming up for the Cougars. So last game of a 3-game set, and you have some rested arms. Everybody's going to be on a short leash. Bradbury didn't pitch yesterday. Obviously, Vanek didn't pitch yesterday. And Trevor Laughlin, who has a boatload of appearances this year, did not pitch yesterday also. There's at least 3 completely rested arms, and along with another left-hander. So there's 4 guys that have not pitched yet. So I can guarantee you that everybody's on a pretty short leash. Vanek has just a little bit of time here to get this together. And the 2-0 pitch, runners on first and second, swing and a miss on a big, slow swing. So the 2-out walk scores, still runners on second and first. The 2-1 fouled off straight back on a fastball. Count goes to 2-2. Good lead at second. Long look by Vanek. Pitch to the plate. Fly ball, right center field. Lindsey calls it, catches it, inning over. No more damage. At the end of 1.5, Cougs down 2-1.
Who's in the park with him? He's out there. I'm just going to check out every so often. He did it yesterday, too. There's other kids out there.
I told Natalie when I was looking on the field, she go down there and play. I said, so come up, you kick him right there. And when he bends over, you hit him right there. And then run to me as fast as you can.
I'll tell him that he's got one of those big plastic bats. I'll say, hit him with that. That's the big run.
But she wasn't ready. Great snow cone. Water on. Didn't get home.
Third baseman, number 23, Caden Fritz.
All right, so Caden Chris will lead off the bottom of the second for the Cougars. And the 0 on the way. Fastball down and away. Chris was three for 7 in the doubleheader yesterday. And the 1-0. Double down the left field line. Chris will be standing up at second. Big turn at third. And so the Cougars got something going with no outs. That'll bring Brady Crabtree to the plate, the designated hitter. I am 100% sure that there's going to be an attempted bunt here. Well, I just informed it's his birthday today.
2-1 mid-fifth.
So maybe Frank will give him a birthday swing, but down 2-1. This is a game that you got to have. And they are going to give him a swing, and he fouls it off. Straight back. I don't know how skilled he is at bunting.
Let's go, Troy.
But right now, the worst thing, the worst thing that can happen right now for the Cougars, as far as success, would be a ground ball to the right side. He ducks out of the way of the 0-1 pitch, counts 1-1. Still not showing any bunt. And saw no signs coming from Coach Avila. So should be swinging. Cripps, not that big of a threat to steal. And a 1-1. Taken low and away for ball 2. I think Crabtree was 0 for 1 yesterday in the doubleheader. A 2-1 pitch. Cougs looking to advance the runner here somehow. The pitch. Fly ball hit to pretty deep left field. He's underneath it, makes the catch. And Cripps will tag up. So Crabtree juices the ball to deep left center field. And it moved the runner to third base. That is not a sacrifice, but it is a very helpful at bat for the Cougs. Crabtree moves Cripps to third and brings up Curtis Lindsay. Redwoods going with the infield in early with a 2-1 lead, and the 0-0 popped up. Shallow outfield. Center fielder calls for it. Catches it on the run. Cripps bluffs a tag. And it's 2 outs. Cripps still at third. And that'll bring up the 9-0 hitter, Ashton Davenport. Ashton had a lot of good at-bats yesterday. And the 0-0 on the way. Popped up off the first baseline, foul and out of play. Davenport had 5 hits in 8 at-bats yesterday. But he falls behind her in the count 0-1. The pitch. Ground ball through the hole. Base hit. He's having a heck of a weekend offensively and defensively, actually. Dropped a few balls yesterday, but again, he's filling in for the starter, Kyle Miklas. So a big 2-out base hit the left field, ties the game, and brings up top of the order Jack Ingram. Cripps scores, tying the game, 2-2. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. I don't know how big of a third Davenport is a steal, but it is a good time to run if he is a threat, because even if it gets thrown out, you got top of the order. In the 0-1, fly ball, right field. Right fielder comes in, calls it, catches it, ends the inning, but the Cougs tie the score at the end of 2 full. We're all tied. Vanek back on the bump for the Cougs. I'm sure him and Coach said that lengthy talk, and hopefully he can make that adjustment. And he threw before the hitter was ready, and the umpire did not say anything. It was a big thing yesterday, and today apparently nothing. Vanek again misses up 1-0 to the hitter, Zach Cole. He tries to make the adjustment down, and it's too far down. But you like seeing that as a coach. You don't want to miss in the same place 2 pitches in a row. So now you see he's trying to make adjustments. Now he has to make a little better one. And the 2-0's on the way. Behind his head. And Redwoods hitter, for some weird reason, is staring down the pitcher like he did it on purpose. So obviously he's struggling. It's a 3-0 count. And why would they do it to him? And ball 4 taken low and away. And he's still staring. So it's a runner on first base with the walk to Cole. Blake Browning will be the batter. Doubled last time. Probably going to short game. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple picks and let Cook tag him with the glove enthusiastically. But the count's 0-0. No pitch, slide step, fastball, waist high, strike. The ball's still up, guys. I mean, again, there's difference between having success and being good. And right now he's having a little bit of success, but he's not good. He's not the Vanek I've seen in the past. Decent lead at first base. 0-1 the count. No pick, slide step, fly ball, center field, drifts into right field. Curtis Lindsey calls it, makes the catch. Runner retreats to first base. Cougs got one out. Parker Rogers, who lined to right field when Lindsey fell down, slipped, and caught it while he was still on his bottom. So there's an out in the books. Still have a runner on first base. And Parker Rogers a batter. Fastball taken for a strike. Good adjustment down. Oh, 1 runner on first base. Tie game, top of third. There's a pick. Little leather thrown right there. Runner safe. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Third baseman dives, gets through the left side for the base hit. So Rogers with the base hit. And Redwoods has something going here with one out in the top of the third. Lasseri coming up for the second time. Struck out his first at bat. And the 0-0 on the way. Fastball swing and a miss again. There's a lot of holes in that swing right now. He might be a same plane hitter. That's a guy who just swings at the same plane no matter where the pitch is. You just got to stay out of that plane to have success against guys like that. And the 0-0 offering ground ball into 6-hole, through again for the base hit. Runners being held at home. Ball comes into the cutoff man, Cripps. And after the single by Lasser, Corsairs have the bases loaded with one out. And the leash is getting short. Valente, the batter, went 5-3. Cougs in double play depth. The 0-0 on the way, and the pitch. Fastball up's going to score a run. Deep enough to score a run. Sure catches it. The ball will go to 3. No attempt there, and he'll score standing up at the plate. And the Cougars put one on, the Corsairs put one on the board. That'll go as a sacrifice. F8. So the 3 runs are scored. 2 out hit batsman. 2 out walk. And now the leadoff walk scores. And the 0-0 is on the way. Fastball taken for a strike. Vanek gets ahead in the count. 0-1. Runners at second and first. 2 outs. Outfield playing straight away. And the 0-1 offering. Fastball again right there, taken for strike 2. Nyberg, the hitter, got on base by a walk and scored a run. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. You know, the only danger when you're playing a team that you should beat is the longer you let them in the game with you, they get a little confidence. And the 0-2's flared to center field. Sure, cannot come up with it. Batter's coming home. Here's the play at the plate. The ball goes through. He's safe at the plate. The Redwoods tries to advance. Ingraham does a great job back in the play up. Comes up. Another runner's going to score. So it goes as a base hit to center field. Someone's going to get an error on the play at the plate that let the other runner advance, and someone's getting another error. Who threw the ball in left field, guys? And Vanek backing up the play, threw the ball in left field to let another run score. So there's going to be an E somebody and definitely an E1. And Vanek struggles continue. It's going to lead to Gavin Dansby. Up, ball 1. There's your pitch. Fastball. Called the ball, but a check swing. He's asking for help, and the base umpire rings him up. So the count's 1-1 to the leadoff hitter with a runner in scoring position. Cougars down 5-2. And I got to believe his time is short on the mound. The pitch. Fastball up, hit pretty hard to center field. Sure is there, calls for it, catches it in place to retire the side. But not before the damage is done. Redwood scores 3 runs in the third and lead 5-2. So leading off the bottom of the third for the Cougars will be Caden Stutzman, who two-hole hitter. Caden had a good day to play yesterday, but hit into a 1-3 in his first at bat. So the 0 on the way. Breaking ball up, good swing, just missed it. The 0-1. Line drive right center field. It's going to fall in for Elisa. It's going to be a double. Stutzman makes a hard turnaround first. Lead off double for Stutzman. And that'll bring Scher to the plate. Because he runs well, there's a chance he'll Scher again, but I think he'll swing the bat. Redwoods taking a long time in between pitches in the 0 now. Fastball foul on the right field line. Out of play. Scher digs in, waiting the 0-1. Pitcher one look. Goes to the plate. Ball shows bunt. Ball gets away from the catcher. That'll move Stutzman to third. Now he'll swing for sure. Runner on third. No outs. 1-1 count. There's Matt Scher. Again, Matt had a tremendous day yesterday and doubled today and scored a run. Gets a breaking ball for a strike. I really don't know what it was. It's 1-2. The infield's back for Redwoods. And the outfield's playing straight away. So they'll give up the run in the middle and a pitch. Ground ball to second. That'll score the runs. Second baseman backhands it, throws to first. Out number 1. Put a RBI for sure. That'll bring Jacob Cook to the plate. Cook had a base hit RBI in the first inning. He digs in with nobody on. 1 out. The pitch. Fastball, ground ball to second. Throws out number 2. 4-3 in the books for Cook. That'll bring Zach Rackham to the plate. Rackham in a hard line drive to left field. His last at bat gets a breaking ball, ground to the third base, and it eats him up. Should be an error. I don't know how it's going to go in the books because he never technically touched it. But that's a play. If you're a pitcher, that's a play the third baseman has to make. I think it went as a hit.
Yeah, I think so.
It went as a hit. One.
It's got to go as a hit.
And that'll bring
Hard hit ball.
Kate.
That was pretty hard.
Caden Cripps to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball in the dirt.
Made the third baseman go backwards.
Rackham a threat to steal. 2 outs, down 2, don't know, but he can. And the pitch, take a strike, 0-2. So Cripps in the hole, 0-2. Cripps the runner at first, 2 outs, 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, taken for a ball. No read in the dirt by Rackham. Might be conservative, still chasing 2 runs. He got a bigger lead this time. Counts 1-2. No steal attempt, taken low and away for a ball. It gets away from the catcher. Rackham will advance to second. And Cripps evens the count at 2-2. The pitch, Something off speed, fouled straight back. Cripps doubled his last at bat, scored a run, leading off the second. Now he's hitting with 2 outs in the third with a runner in scoring position. Rackham with a good lead and is a threat to run. Timing him. Long look by the pitcher. Now the pitch. Okay, the ball hit him. I think they're making him go back to the box. They're giving him a ball, but not a hit batsman. So he must have leaned into it a little bit, but it was going to be a ball either way. He's back in the box with a 3-2 count. Rackham still at second base. Healthy lead. Base hit left field. Rackham will score easily. And Cripps has another RBI on his single, scoring Rackham and making the score 5-4. Cougs still down 1. So Cripps having a good day. 2 for 2. Run scored and an RBI. Cripps an average runner with a short lead. The 0 on the way, taken. Oh, delayed steal by Cripps, throw to second base, and got him. Got him pretty easily. So if they call the delay steal, that's something you do once a weekend. And they did it yesterday to success. So I'm sure the Redwoods coach told his middle infielders that they got to start taking it away. So he either missed the sign or they were just trying to see if they get away with it again, and it didn't work. So that ends the inning, but the Cougs scored 2 big runs, and Cripps ends the inning on a stolen base attempt. Crabtree will lead off the fourth when the Cougars hit again. So as we thought, the Cougars will make a pitching change, and Drew Bradbury will go to the mound. Left-hander has a 4.63 ERA and is 1-0 on the season. He's walked 5 and struck out 4, and he throws the first pitch by the left-handed batting Soto Romero for Redwoods. And as he did yesterday, he drops his bat on the swing and grimaces and holds his left wrist. So Bradbury comes out right out of the bullpen throwing strikes. And here's the 0-1. Fouled off down the left field line. He goes up in the count, 0-2, which is a good tempo change for the Cougs. Everything goes better when the defense works quick. Hitters hit better, fielders feel better, and the 0-2's on the way. Way outside, 1-2. Bradbury, a fastball ball changeup guy, and the 1-2 on the way. Line softly to third, and Cripps makes the play. So out number 1, L5. That'll bring Cam Whitty to the plate. Whitty got hit by a pitch in the first and scored a run and flew out to right field. So 1 out, nobody on. Cougs playing him to pull in the infield, straight up in the outfield, and the 0-0 is taken for a ball. Thank you. 1-0. Fastball grounded Cripps. Fields it, throws across to Cook. 2 quick outs. Nice play by Cripps. And great job by Bradbury coming in and throwing strikes. And quality strikes. So that'll bring Zach Cole to the plate. Cole got on by an error and walked in the third and scored a run in the 0-0 pitch. Taken for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Fouled straight back, out of play.
That was almost me.
So nobody on, 2 outs. Cougs down the run here in the top of the 4th. Ground ball to Cripps. He makes all 3 plays, gets out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Cougs trailing by a run. So Bradbury comes in and does a great job in the top of the 4th, and the Cougars throw their first 0 on the board. On the other hand, the Cougars have scored in every inning too. They're down a run in the bottom of the 4th, and Brady Crabtree will be the batter. Hit the ball to deep left field for an out in his last at bat. He'll lead off the bottom of the 4th for the Cougars, and the 0-0 on the way. Check swing, bloop. It's going to be a base hit to center field.
That's his first base hit. That was cool.
So he gets a deep fly ball to left field. And now he takes the 0 offering on a check swing and bloops it to center field for a base hit. So the Cougs are in business.
On his birthday. That's funny.
They're in business right now. But the Crabtree single. Runner on first, nobody out. Curtis Lindsey, the batter.
What happened to all my son out here?
Lindsey does not show bunt. And the breaking ball's taken for a ball. I'll almost guarantee you that Crabtree doesn't steal. And I'm not sure if Lindsey will bunt or not. The pitch is on the way. No bunt shown.
Get out.
He hits a fly ball to deep left field. Deep, way back. Caught at the fence. So he put a juice to it. But the left fielder for Redwoods tracks it down in front of Ryan Sheets' sign. And he'll go for a long out. Runner remains at first base. And that'll bring up Ashton Davenport, who had a great day yesterday at the plate. Started this inning off with a base hit. And the Redwoods coach is going to the mound for a conference of some type.
He's pissed. Huh? We changed his
So the mound meeting is broken up. I'm not sure what was discussed. Maybe he was buying the bullpen some time. So we're back at it. Crabtree at first. 0-0 pitch to Davenport. Popped up to the shortstop. Camps it, catches it, out number 2. That'll bring up leadoff hitter Jack Ingraham. Jackie 0 for 2 with a ground ball to second and a fly ball to right. Good time to string a couple hits together. And the 0 is on the way up and away, ball 1. Not sure what the Redwoods pitcher's got, but he's been fairly effective. And the pitch shows bunt, pulls it back. Taken for a ball, 2-0 to count. Crabtree the runner at first. Ingraham the batter. Now the pitcher tries to rush the hitter, and umpire makes him step off the mound. So the 2-0 pitch to Ingraham on the way. Shows bunt again, taken low and away for ball 3. The 3-0 pitch shows bunt again, pulls it back, called strike. Never been a fan of showing bunt on 3-0. Nobody thinks you're going to bunt on 3-0. And the 3-1 on the way. Now he bunts on 3-1. It's a perfect bunt to go base hit with no throw. So a perfect bunt on 3-1 gets Ingraham a base hit and moves the runner into scoring position. That'll bring up Caden Stutzman. Stutzman had a double. His last at bat scored a run and grounded out the pitcher in the first inning. Cougars have a guy in scoring position in Crabtree. He does not run particularly well, so a hard base hit might be tough to score him. Something in a gap or slowly hit, he'll stand a better chance. And the pitch, breaking ball taken for a strike. Wow. So you have a belly high curveball called strike on Stutzman. Great pitch to take. And now he has an 0-1 pitch coming at him. And the pitch, he shows bunt, pulls it back, taken for a ball. Redwood third baseman is still playing way deep. They don't have to be in hard at me because there's 2 outs. And the pitch shows it again, bunts it back to the pitcher. Pitcher fields it off the mound, throws to first base. The out is recorded. The inning is over. And the Cougs don't score. So Bradbury goes back out for his second inning work. He had an incredibly great top of the 4th. got 3 ground balls and a sideline drive out of the deal. 3 up, 3 down, and put the first 0 on the board for the Cougars. So he's about to throw. The 0 pitch to Blake Browning.
He stopped.
Taken up and away. Again, he's not the type of pitcher that should be missing up and away. His stuff should be missing down in the zone. And so when he misses that bad, you got to think something's up. But he recovers. Good adjustment. Ground ball up the middle. Dives. Can't come up with it to go for a base hit for Browning. Runner on first. Nobody out. Parker Rogers will be the batter. Lined out to right. Base hit and scored a run in the third. Six hole, and I would think the bunt is in order. Lefty rocks, throws, no bunt, and popped up out of play. Cougar faithful are out in center field in their trucks, probably indulging in some adult beverages. And the 0-1. Grounded up the middle. Rackham backhands it. Flips to Ingramson. Back to Cook. Double play. 4-6-3 on the glove flip by Rackham. Bradbury again, 5 up. Technically 5 down now, although he's running a hit, but it was a race with the double play, and there's 2 outs in the 0-0 pitch. Low and away. Ball 1. That's where he misses. That's where he should miss. The Cougars were playing him to pull. Now they go a little more straight up, and the 1-0 is in the dirt. 2-0. It's still okay. That's where a guy like Drew Bradbury should be missing. And now he can always make adjustments up. And the pitch is up, and it's too far up. So it's 3-0. Nothing good happens after 2 out walks. Got to come at him. 3-0. It's taken for a strike. 3-1. Bradbury keeping a good tempo. The pitch is on the way. Goes to a full count on a pitch that was taken for a strike. So the 3-2 on the way. Ball taken. I'm not sure where it missed. So there's the first flaw for Bradbury, a 2-out walk. The first flaw was he went 3-0 to the guy. Then he walked him. 3 pitches. Mark Valente will be the batter. And he takes the first pitch fastball away for a strike. Good pitch. The 0-1 on the way. In the dirt, blocked by Davenport. The runner does not try to advance. So you got a 1-1 count. Runner at first base, 2 outs in a 5-4 game. The pitch. Ground ball, weakly hit at the middle. Rackham catches it, tags second, inning over. Cougs, so another 0 on the board, and Bradbury does a great job in his second inning of work. But after 4, Cougs trail by a run. So the ball goes down to second base at the end of warm-ups, and Quinn comes out for his 5th inning of work with the lead, 5-4. 3-0 hitter Matt Scher will be the batter. Matt had a double, scored a run on the first, and hit a ground ball to second, but scored a run on it. And now he bats here in the bottom of the 5th. The 0-0 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swung and fouled off. The 0-1 on the way. In the dirt. 1-1. Coach, when we were playing a team that and if they're playing with us in the game, he would tell us ball taken for a ball and count goes to 2-1. That the longer you pet that wounded dog, the more chance it is it's going to bite you. And that's kind of what Redwoods is right now. They're down with nothing to lose. As he throws ball 3 above, Scher's head. So you want a leadoff batter on. You want one on with the speed of Scher. He should get something good to hit here. Fastball, he bunts a 3-1 pitch and it rolls foul. Well, it was there for the hit if he got it. I'd have really liked to see him swing at the 3-1 pitch. But he's got the 3-2 pitch. Odds are he's going to get the exact same pitch he got on 3-1. So the full count to Scher. Quinn rocks, pitches, throws. Ground ball, jammed him to shortstop. Slowly hit. Scher gets down the line quick. Off bounce play to shortstop. Ball gets away from the first baseman. Scher's going to try to advance to second. He'll be in there easily. So it goes as an E6. Ball gets by the first baseman trying to scoop it. And Scher ends up at second base. Exactly what the Cougars needed. Didn't matter how he got on, just needed him on. That'll bring Jacob Cook to the plate. Again, at a minimum, he's on a ground ball to the right side. At the very minimum. Anything that can move the runner to third base and have 2 cracks to score him from third. And the pitch, he shows bunt. He bunts it down the third base line. It's going to roll foul. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. So Cook will come back to the plate down 0-1. Scher will return to second. So Redwoods is putting on a bunt defense, so they're bringing in their third baseman real shallow, looking for the lead out at third, but it's not a force play. So even if they field the ball and they let him swing, he slash. So he is swinging away, but I'm not sure of the call because there was no force play. So Scher could have faked the third and just retreated back to second. It goes for naught. The count goes to 0-2 to Cook. Scher's still at second base, and he'll be swinging at this pitch. Ground ball to first. First baseman fields it, takes the bag himself, and the move from second to third is complete, and that's a good team at bat for Cook. That'll bring him Zach Rackham. Rackham with a hard line drive to left in the first and a base hit, scored a run in the third. He's up here with the opportunity to score a run. The infield is back. Redwoods up a run. Fastball hit deep to left, but foul. Ball was hit well. Ball was out, wasn't it? Yeah, ball was out.
Maybe off the wall.
So he's down 0-1. Pitcher working from the windup. And the pitch. Hard line drive, base hit, left field. Cougs tie the game. Rackham has his second hit. And the ball comes into second base. Tie game. So the unearned run ties the game on the single by Rackham. So Caden Cripps comes to the plate. He hits a lazy fly ball to right field. Rackham was trying to steal, and the ball's caught. Rackham retreats to first. 2 outs, runner on first base.
Do something, Joe. Let's go.
That'll bring Brady Crouch to the plate with 2 outs. Rackham might try to run still. Crouch hit a deep fly ball to left field for an out, and then a check swing bloop single to center. Pickoff keeping Rackham honest over there. The 0 on the way, and they caught him leaning, and he's out. Oh, he missed the tag somehow. He had already broke the first base, could not recover, and somehow avoided the tag at first base. So it's still 0 to Crabtree. Another pick just to give him a little something.
I think it's different. I don't think it's from here yet. I think just MLB.
So it's 0-0 pitch finally on the way, and it's taken for a ball, low and away. 2 outs, Rackham at first. Definitely a threat to steal, and he definitely got caught leaning on a pitch ago. Modest lead. Now a big one. Now he goes. Taking for a ball. Ball throws a second. Goes into center field. Rackham gets up. Head to third. He'll make it there easily. Third baseman doesn't. Third base. Well, okay. So the center fielder fielded the backup. Spin turned. Through to third. Got by the third baseman where the pitcher wasn't backing up. But the pitcher finally retrieved the ball and held Rackham at third. Crabtree has a chance to pick up a 2-out RBI to put the Cougars ahead. Rackham at third, 2 outs, 2-0 count to Crabtree. The pitch. In the dirt, blocked, kind of. Again, the catcher didn't break down, just glove saved it, which is a recipe for disaster. Is it 2-1? So it's a check swing called strike, and the count's 2-1. Swing and a miss by Crabtree, strike 2. Now, working out of the windup, they can't do it with 2 strikes, but if it was less than 2, Rackham could steal home off this guy. He's slow to the plate. And a check swing blocked for a strike, thrown to the first base, inning over. Cougs fail to take the lead, but do tie it. So we'll go to the top of 6, 5-5. So Bradbury out for his 3rd inning of work. He completed his warm-ups, and he'll be facing the 9-hole hitter, Regan Nyberg. Bradbury, the pitch on the way, shows bunt, pulls it back, called strike. Davenport dropped the ball again. He had that problem yesterday where he dropped quite a few pitches for really no reason. So the count goes to 0-1. The pitch is on the way, taking low and away for ball 1. 1-1 count to the leadoff batter of the inning, Nyberg. Tie game, top of 6. And the pitch is on the way, takes it for a called strike. The 1-2 popped up over the first base dugout, foul and out of play. Can't say enough about the job Bradbury's done is coming in relief. The whole tempo's changed. Sewing up a couple zeros. And he's ahead 1-2. The pitch, low, 2-2. He did make a mistake last inning by walking the guy with 2 outs, but recovered. Hard line drive to Cripps, goes through his legs. E5. E5. And Corsairs are in business with the leadoff batter of the inning on base via the error. That'll bring leadoff hitter Gavin Dansby to the plate. Been on base twice, a base hit and an error, and has a fly ball to center on his day so far. Short lead at first. The pitch is on the way. Shows bunt. Bunts it to first base. He fields it foul. And the runner and the batter will retreat back. That was something I'd like to see Cook grab that one before it got foul. The guy was going to be out by a mile, and it was really close to the chalk line. So the leadoff batter, Dansby at the plate, showed bunt. Now it's 0-1. Short lead at first base, and the pitch. Shows bunt again, bunts it to Cook. Cook comes up quick, flips to Rackham at first base to get the out, but the sacrifice is successful, and Redwoods has a runner in scoring position. That'll bring Raul Soto Romero to the plate. 0 for 3. He bats now in the 6th with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. Ingraham holding the runner tight, then pitches on the way. Breaking ball, lazy fly ball to left field. Stutzman is underneath it. He'll throw to third, a fake tag, cut by Ingraham. So now we go 2 outs, runner still in scoring position. And that'll bring Cam Woody to the plate. Woody 0 for 2 on the day. Batting in the 3-hole for Redwoods today. Bradbury checks the runner. Long look, second look, now comes to the plate. Base hit, center field. Sure can throw him out. They got him at the plate. Here comes the throw. Yes, and they have him out at the plate. Perfect one-hop throw by Sure to catch a Davenport, who tags the guy out to end the inning. Now, the Redwoods coach is out arguing that there was obstruction by the catcher, and there was. He didn't leave the runner an area to run to, but the ball took him there. So I don't think he has a leg to stand on. It's not like you have to not field the ball that's thrown up the line. He went up the ball, fielded the ball, or caught the one hop from Sure. And they're still arguing that there's going to be an obstruction call. Now both umpires are talking to him. Redwoods is taking the field. I can't see this chart, this call getting reversed. And both people are kind of right here. So Bradbury needs to take Sure out for dinner tonight as he throws that runner out at the plate. Redwoods will be making a pitching change. The new pitcher will be number 24, Mateo Ham. He has an 11.81 ERA and an 0-1 record over 10 2/3 innings. He's walked 8 and struck out 4, which I told you he has a little bit of trouble with the strike zone. So hopefully usually after a great defensive play, the offense seems to respond. So if that happens, that'll be a good thing for the Cougs. And Curtis Lindsey, who's hit the ball hard a couple times today, will be leading off. The argument is done. The warm-up pitches are over, or close to being over. And Lindsey will start the inning off. So the Cougars in need of a run badly. The 0-0 pitch taken for a strike. Fastball. Could have been hit a long way. He rocks, he throws, up and away, 1-1 count. Important to get the leadoff runner on here, especially with a guy who struggles with command. The 1-1 almost hits, and he kind of got out of the way of it. Ball should have hit him. Game, 6th inning. You need base runners. We don't care how they get on. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Pitch taken down and in. Full count. Payoff pitch coming. Here it comes. Ground ball at the middle. Base hit.
That's a Kurt.
So Lindsey comes through with a leadoff single here in the 6th. That'll bring up Davenport. And I almost can guarantee you that there'll be a pinch runner. And now there is. So after the leadoff single by Lindsey, he will be
Dax Sayer.
replaced by Dax Sayer as the pinch runner. Sayer is a threat to run. Davenport will be at the plate for the Cougars with no outs, runner on first. And I would bet a whole lot of money that there's going to be a bunt or some type of short game happening here. Sayer at first, no outs, pick off, back easily. The pitch, he shows bunt, pulls back, ball. They appeal to see if he attempted at it. Base umpire says he did not. Another sign on, and they'll be trying to move something. I don't know how they'll do it. Hit and run, slash, bunt. He shows bunt again, pushes to the first baseline, ball rolls foul. Won't make Coach Frank happy. So the count goes to 1-1. Nothing changed. Still going to try to move the runner to second base somehow. Pickoff attempt. Lazy throw. Back easily. He shows bunt again. Bunts the ball to first base. A good bunt. Pitcher comes over, fields it. Flips to the first baseman. Out number 1. So the sacrifice is complete. Davenport does his job. Gets the runner to second base. Brings up the leadoff batter, Jack Ingraham. 1 for 3. He had a base hit, drag bunt in the 4th. He's up now with the runner in scoring position. Tie game, 6th inning. Dax Sayer, the runner, second. He's got 5 stolen bases. Now Redwoods catcher calls a timeout. They're going to have a discussion. Just him and the pitcher. Probably going over second base signs. Most teams, I would like to think all teams, give a different set of signs with the runner on second base than they do any other time because they don't want the runner second to see the signs. So they go through a sequence to disguise what pitch is coming. And that was probably what they were discussing right there. So again, Sarah runs well. Good lead at second. The 0 to Ingraham. Up and in. He has to duck out of the way of it for ball one. We talked about it earlier. Redwoods pitcher has doubled the amount of walks as he has strikeouts. So it tells you that there's a command problem. Sarah with another pretty good lead. The 1-0 to the plate. Fouled off
There was.
toward the first base dugout. Count goes to 1-1. And the Cougars have had their way on bunting, even when they maybe shouldn't be bunting, but Redwoods has not had a lot of success in defending it, except for the sacrifices, which they've handled pretty well. But when they bunted for a hit, they've had pretty good success. I don't expect that. Ingraham swings a good bat. There's a pick to second, back easily. The pace is slowed. There's a 1-1 count, runner on second, one out. The 1-1 pitch is fouled behind the backstop, so it goes to 1-2. Redwood pitcher gets the sign, comes set. One look, goes to the plate. Breaking ball, jammed him, goes to shortstop who bobbles it again, and Ingram will be safe at first base. So another defensive miscue for the Redwoods. It's going to bring up Caden Stutzman. The pitcher jammed Ingraham and got a weak ground ball out of it, but could not make the shortstop could not make the play, and it leads to first and second, one out, and Stutzman the batter. Fastball taken down the middle, borderline low, but called a strike. 0-1 to count. Runners at second and first. Tie game, bottom of 6. The 0-1 on the way. Fouled off over the dugout. Count goes to 0-2. Ingraham allowed to take a good lead at first, with the first baseman playing back. Sarah with a good lead at second. Second baseman's holding him, and the pitch is on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt, gets away, and the runners do not advance. And I'm not sure what happened there. The ball was in the dirt, bounced over the catcher's shoulder, rolled 6 to 8 feet away, and the Cougars did not try to advance. Now, Sayer is the one that has to initiate that. Ingraham only goes if Sayer goes. Maybe didn't have a good look at it. The count is 1-2, and the pitch is on the way. Fastball hits Stutzman. And there we go, talking about control problems again. But it loads the bases for the Cougs. And it's going to bring up Matt Scher, an incredibly hot hitter on the weekend. We have a great chance to change the score right now. Bases loaded, one out. Sure, a tough guy to double up. And the infield playing back. The pitch, taken for a ball, 1-0. They're going to have a hard time doubling him off. He runs exceptionally well. Unless the ball just hammered at somebody and everything's fielded clean and the relay throw made well. And the pitch is on the way. Ground ball through the hole, base hit. One run's in. Second run's coming in as the left fielder bobbles it. 2-run score on the base hit by Scher, who stays hot. And the Cougars still have runners at second and first. That'll bring Jacob Cook to the plate. Base hit in his first at bat. 1 for 3. And we have one out, runner in scoring position. Stutzman with a big lead, doesn't go. Ball one taken on a breaking ball. Shortstop is trying to hold Stutzman hard at second. The pitch is on the way, taken low, 2-0. So the command issues are haunting him again, even though the error has elevated the inning. The 2-0. Fastball taken, strike, 2-1. Cook is a double play candidate. Does not run as well. Pitcher checks Stutzman, but big jump doesn't go. Lazy fly ball to left field. Might fall in, does fall in for a single, and Stutzman will be held at third. Cut by the third baseman, and the Cougars now have the bases loaded, one out. And Zach Rackham coming to the plate. Rackham already 2 for 3 on the day. So the hit batsman's at third. Sure, the two RBI single at second. And Cook at first. The pitch on the way. Breaking ball taken up for a ball. Rackham, another guy that runs well. He'll be a tough double play candidate. But Redwoods seems content to give up the run in hopes of a double play. Infielders are playing back. And the pitch is on the way. Way off the backstop. Rolls right back to the catcher. Stutzman cannot advance. Count goes to 2-0. Good time to change the score. Bases loaded. Rackham at the plate. 2-0 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1. Rackham did not have a single on his mind on that swing. He was thinking about something more. And the 2-1 offering on the way. Taken way low and way away. 3-1 count. Great pitch to change the score on. Get something great to hit. Take it for ball 4 or take a strike if it's the pitcher's pitch. 3-1, bases loaded. The pitch. Ball 4 up and in. Cougars scoring a walk. And the Redwoods coaches got a slow walk to the mound. The pitching change is being made. And when we come back, the Cougars will have the bases loaded. 1 out. They scored 3 to take a 3-run lead. And the batter will be Caden Cripps. Pitching changes made by the Redwoods. They're bringing in Dax Smith. Smith with the lowest ERA in the team, 3.38 over 10 and 2/3 innings. He's given up over a hit an inning. He has a very low arm slot. Good for ground balls. And that's exactly what Redwoods needs right now. Cripps will be the batter. Runs average. Can double him off. And Redwoods is playing the infield back like they can give up another run. So we'll see if it works out for him. The count's 0 to Cripps. Bases full of Cougars. 1 out. And the Cougars have already scored 3 to take a 3-run lead. So the 0-0 on the way. Sidearm delivery, swing and a miss. Foul ball actually hit the catcher. Cripps with 2 hits on the day already and a run scored. Now as the bases loaded, an 0-1 pitch. The sidearm delivery taken low and away. Evens the count at 1-1. Redwoods dying for a ground ball double player to get out of the inning. And the 1-1. Low, blocked by the catcher. Nicely done. Does not advance. Crabtree on deck. Cripps at the plate. 2-1 pitch, 1 out, bases loaded. 8-5 Cougs, the pitch. Hits him in the leg. So another run scored. The bases are still loaded. And that'll bring Crabtree to the plate. He has a strikeout, a single, and a fly ball on the day. Taken in for ball 1. Some activity in the Redwoods bullpen. And the 1-0. Ducks out of the way of it. Running the count to 2-0. Bags full of Cougars. 2-0 pitch. 1 out. And the pitch. Line down the left field line, foul. Count goes to 2-1. Redwood's still looking for a ground ball. Cougars looking to change the score. And the 2-1 on the way. In the dirt, taken for ball 3. (3-1), bases loaded. And the pitch. Ball 4. Cougs score another run on a walk as Cook will score. Daxer will be the batter. He came in as a pinch runner for Lindsay an inning ago. Situation, bases loaded. 1 out. Cougs has scored 5 in the inning. And the 0-0 on the way. Swing and a miss. He missed it by a mile.
Yeah, that's his line. Makes sense.
So Sarah digs back in on the 0-1 count right now. 1 out. Cougs up 5, bases loaded. The pitch. Ball hit deep to center, medium deep, and the center fielder drops the ball. And everybody was tagging, and they're only going to get 1 run out of the deal. So that's going to go as an E8, but the Cougars score another run. That'll bring Davenport to the plate. Bases still loaded. And the pitch. Little sidearm slider, way away for a ball.
Maybe not the single. Probably not the single.
The 1-0. Line drive, 1 hop to short. He flips the second for 1 on to first. Can't scoop it out. 1 run scores for the Cougs. The second run's coming across the plate. And Davenport will advance to second. Now, you don't ever get an error on a throw on a double play unless you allow another runner to advance, which is exactly what happened. So the Cougs scored 2 more. They've sent, this is the 12th batter of the inning to the plate. It should be 2 outs.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And the 0-0 pitch is taken for a strike. Runner on second base.
It's 1 time, bro. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. You're messing up the music all the time, bro.
Davenport with a big lead. They're not holding him much. And the pitch, ground ball to third. Fields it, throws across the diamond. Inning over. Ingraham grounds out to end the 6th, but not before the Cougars put up 8 and send 12 batters to the plate. At the end of 6 full, the game has gotten a bit out of hand, and the Cougars lead 13-5. Zach Cole will be leading off for Redwoods here in the 7th inning, facing a new pitcher, Trevor Laughlin. Starts him off with a fastball up 1-0. Laughlin, kind of the go-to guy for Coach Avila. 5.32 ERA. And he gets a ground ball to second on a high hop. Put-out's made 4-3. Laughlin comes in and gets a 2-pitch out. He has that 5.32 ERA, a 1-4 record over 23 and 2/3 innings. 3 times as many strikeouts as he has walks. And like happened yesterday when McDonald came in and threw up a bunch of zeros, Bradbury did the exact same thing today. And he hands the ball off to O'Laughlin. And on the leadoff, the first pitch to Blake Browning, he gets a line drive to the first baseman. So 2 really quick outs. And the batter will be Parker Rogers. Rogers has a base hit, a fly out, slider taken for a strike, and he grounded it into a 4-6-3 double play. Laughlin working at a fast tempo. The 0-1, foul ball goes to 0-2. Top of 7. Fastball, a mistake pitch, gets hit for a base hit on 0-2. So the mistake by Laughlin, he gives up an 0-2 single to Rogers, and he'll bring Lasseri to the plate. Big swing and a big miss. Lasseri 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. I would say there's a 0 chance they're going to run, but Redwoods ran in the same situation yesterday, so I don't know. Laughlin throws a fastball low and away for ball 1. 2 outs, runner on first base. 8-run lead for the Cougs in the top of the 7th. Short lead, and the pitch. Popped up way high. That's a big league pop-up. Ingram went out to get it. Stutzman calls him off. And the final out's made, F7. We'll go to the bottom 7. Cougs up 8. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cougs up 8. Leading off will be Caden Stutzman. Scored a couple runs, has a double. 5th plate appearance. The Cougars will be looking to tack some more on. And the sidearm delivery, ground ball to third. Fields it, throws across the diamond. Out number 1 on the 0-0 pitch. That'll bring the hot-hitting Matt Scher to the plate. Scher had 7 hits in the doubleheader yesterday and 2 more today. He scored 3 runs today. And the 0-0 pitch on the way. Breaking ball taken for a strike. Pitcher sets, throws. In the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1 on the way. Hits him. Another leadoff runner on.
New hitter here.
Excuse me. 1 out. He gets on.
Logan Fisher.
So there's 1 out. Sure is on base via the hit by pitch. And number 7, Logan Fisher, will be pinch hitting for Jacob Cook. One out, runner on first. Fisher the batter. Low and away, ball 1. Sure with a decent lead. Definitely a threat to run, but an 8-run game. Again, back when I was coaching, we wouldn't be stealing. We wouldn't do it down 8 either. Yesterday, it happened both teams. I think Lassen did it just because Redwoods kept doing it. And he takes the pitch and hits it to right center field. It's going to fall in for a double. They're going to score Sure from third. No relay throw to the plate. Sure scores standing up, and Logan's in with a stand-up double. That'll bring Rackham to the plate. Cougars now up 9. Fisher's at second base with a double.
Let's go, Zach.
Logan, not an overwhelming threat to run here. He had a knee surgery last year. Probably an average runner, and the pitch is on the way. Fouled off over the first base dugout. 0-1. So the hit batter scored on the double. A lot of runs being scored were self-inflicted by Redwoods between the errors, walks, and hit batsmen. The 0-1 on the way. In the low and away. Taken for a ball. Runs the count to 1-1. The pitch. Line drive, center field, base hit. Fisher will score. They'll hold Rackham to a single. Fisher scores easily. Second run of the inning is in on the 1-out single by Rackham. And Redwoods coach Aiello is on his way to the mound to make another pitching change. Cougars up 10, and we'll be back. So Cole Polium in the pitch for Redwoods. He threw in relief yesterday as well. Fastball slider guy. And Juan Perez will be hitting for Cripps. We're wrapping up the warm-ups. Okay, we finally have completed the warm-ups. And Juan Perez will be the batter with a runner on first base, 1 out, and the Cougars up 10. The Cougars have put one run up every inning but the fourth, where they got shut out. Every other inning they've scored. And this inning isn't over yet. Rackham with a modest lead. The pitch. Breaking ball taken for a strike. Thank you. There's a pickoff that gets by the first baseman, and Rackham could have ran to third. It got so far he could have advanced 2 bases, but in a 10-run game, they decided just to kind of hold up and not run it up. I don't know why they're picking off in a 10-run game, but they are. Pulling him ahead in the count 0-1 in the pitch. Perez has to duck. It goes to the backstop, and now Rackham goes to second. Perez at the plate, 1-1 count. Rackham at second. And the pitch is on the way. Instead, he decides to step off. Don't understand why they would want to pick off in a 10-run game, but they did. And it's just dragging the tempo of the game down. So the 1-1's on the way. It's a breaking ball, called strike. This is the part of the game that with a big lead, the strike zone should get huge, and both teams should know it. And should be swinging at anything close because it's going to get called a strike. Perez down 1-2 in the count, and it's on the way. Fastball up, popped up to the first baseman. He comes running in and then drops the pop-up in foul ball territory. Perez will get another life. Still down on the count, 1-2. The count remains 1-2 on the dropped foul pop-up. And he throws it over the head of Perez for ball 2. Perez hitting for Cripps, who had a good day at the plate. Has a 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball up, popped up to short. He's underneath it and makes the play. And the second out's made. Nathan Rowley will be pitch hitting for Crabtree with 2 outs. Runner on second base in the bottom of the 7th. The 0-0 pitch to Rowley. Breaking ball hit fairly deep down the left field line. Drifting foul. And one hops the fence. Rowley juiced that ball a little bit. Behind the count, 0-1 now. 2 outs. Runner at second. The 0-1 on the way. Swung and fouled off. Count goes to 0-2.
The coaches get the ball.
So
But that was for English.
Raleigh gets hit with the pitch. Bruin runs on first and second. Bringing
It's only
Dax
for-
Sayre to the plate, who pops the first pitch up to shallow right. Right fielder calls him off. Makes the catch. The third out's made in the seventh. The Cougars increase the lead and lead after 7, 15-5.
I think he's only.
Top of the 8th, Brady Glenn's taking his warm-up pitches, who's coming to the game for Trevor Laughlin, who threw up his 0 himself. And coming in to catch is Drew Gale to take Davenport's place. Oscar Caicedo has gone to shortstop for Jackie Ingraham, and Perez, who pinch hit, is going to play third base. Warm-ups are done, and Brady Glenn will be on the mound. Left-hander from Willows, I want to say. His Legion coach was one of my ex-players, a guy named Reese Borges, who's one of my favorite players of all time. And he called Frank and asked if he had room on the spot last year, and Frank said, yeah, of course. And left-handed throws, 0-1. First pitch fastball strike. Low breaking ball, backhanded by Caicedo in the hole, one hop to first base, and the runner's thrown out. So he played a hop, but he wanted to play a one long hop. He ended up playing a hop and then a rollout, and the first baseman, Logan Fisher, dug it out of the dirt for out number 1. Glenn gets another weak ground ball, off balance by Caicedo, pulls Fisher off the bag, probably goes a base hit. Nyberg on with an infield single. How the There's a runner on first, one out, the delivery, called strike. The pitcher's tie trio. He played in yesterday's game. He's behind in the count 0-1. Cougars not holding the runner on at first base in the pitch. Ground ball fouled off in front of the plate. Called foul. Glenn quickly ahead 0-2.
Five more. Don't play. Come on.
Glenn comes set. The 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt. Strike 3. Blocked by Gale. And the second out's recorded with the strikeout. That'll bring Raul Soto Romero to the plate, the DH. He's 0 for 4 so far. And now there's going to be a change in the pitch. Glenn did his job, getting a ground out, a punch out, and an infield single. And they're bringing in Noah Kobarger is going to come in the game. He's inheriting a runner at first base, and there's 2 outs. And we'll be back. Okay, Kobarger is done with his warm-ups. The hitter will still be Romero. There is a runner on first base and 2 outs. The theme for the first 2 games, and now this one, is get a lead and throw strikes. The only bad thing you can do at this point is walk or hit somebody. Throw the ball over the middle of the plate and see what happens. And his first pitch is a fastball up and away. Ball 1. Fisher not holding the runner at first. If Redwoods does run, which I don't think they will, it will not be a stolen base. It goes as a defensive indifference. And now it's 2-0 up and away again. And you might be wondering why they took Glenn out after doing such a good job. This is more of getting some guys on the mound to get ready for the 5 games next week, because a lot of people are going to have to throw. The 2-0's on the way. It's fastball down the middle. Base hit to right center field. Runners goes to third. Redwoods left first and third, 2 outs. So next week they have Siskiyous 5 times. They're playing a midweek 3-game series. And then I think it's a doubleheader still here on the weekend. It might be 2 nines on consecutive days, but I think it's a doubleheader. So you're going to get some guys game work, because you're not going to be able to double up too many guys in a 5-game week. So the pitch is on the way. It's a strike up, definitely a ball in a 0-0 game in the 9th, but in a 10-run game in the 8th, it's a strike. And nobody argues. And it should be. And the old one's on the way. Breaking ball. Nice 12-6 curveball. It runs the count to 0-2. Kobarger has fastball, curveball, split guy. And now has an 0-2. Should throw a setup pitch and then a kill pitch. Setup's on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt, scooped out dirt, fielded by Perez at third. He goes across the field to the second baseman for the final out. We'll be here bottom of the 8th when we return, and the Cougs still up 10. The new pick Redwoods will be number 21, Alta Huntsman. Huntsman has a 14.63 ERA, is 0-1 on the season. He's walked 9 and struck out 6. He's a fastball split slider guy. And Drew Gale will be the hitter. Hitting for Davenport, I believe. And the pitch is on the way. Low and in. Ball 1. In all likelihood, the Cougars' last at bat of the day. Gale gets a 1-0, takes it. Slider, curveball up. Slider up. Tries to count to 2-0. 3-0. Ball misses low and in. The 3-0 on the way. Hits him. And Gale will get first base. Take your pick. Ball 4 or hit batsman. That'll bring number 12, Oscar Caicedo, to the plate. Redwoods holding the runner, down 10. I'm sure if they didn't, Frank would not be stealing. Huntsman throws the 0-0 pitch in the dirt. So it's 5 consecutive balls by the reliever. And the pitch is on the way. Line drive, left field, caught. No, he misplays it. It hits off of him. And the ball goes all the way to the fence. Gale goes to third. Coach Foreman holds him up at third. And Oscar's on base, but that's an E7 any way you want to cut it. Now there's runners on second and third on the drop line drive right at the left fielder for Redwoods. Runners second and third. No outs. And Jake Ortman will be the batter. Redwoods playing the infield back, as they should. And the pitch is on the way. Fouled off. 0-1.
Yeah. One big wave. Big maple.
So the first strike that Huntsman throws in the inning went as a rocket line drive right at the left fielder, but he misplayed it, and the ball went to the fence. It's an error. And now he's 1-1 to Ortman. And the 1-1 on the way. A fastball up, fouled off down the first baseline, which really, he should have taken it, but take your swings, man. No one to come back, walk, or get called out on a pitch because the strike zone's obviously increased now with the blowout. So the 1-2 to Ortman. So Ortman fouls off the 1-2 pitch. And the 1-2 on the way again. Fastball right there, grounded to third. He throws across the diamond, gets the out, and both runners will advance. The Cougars score another run. Who's it now?
Jack McDonald.
So Jack McDonald will be the pinch hitter. 1 run in, 1 out, runner at third base. Now Redwoods goes with the infield in. And the pitch. Fastball up, fouled off. Breaking ball, called a strike. They put him in for Lassen. So it's 0-2 to McDonald. Hey, fastball, probably off the plate in, but he calls it strike three. And again, it shouldn't surprise anybody now. The strike zone is going to be big in a 11-run game. So Caicedo still at third. Fisher up for his second at bat. 2 outs now. And the pitch on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt. Two outs, 1-0 pitch to Fisher. Fastball. Called a ball. Not sure why. 2-0 Fisher. 2-0 to Fisher on the way. Up. Ball's taken for ball 3. Fisher, I imagine, has the green light and the pitch. Fastball right down the middle, taken for a strike. Three one, 2 outs, runner at third. Breaking ball in the dirt for ball 4. Cougs love runners at first and third. And Zach Rackham will be the hitter. The 0-0 fastball in ball 1. Rackham, one of the few starters still in the game. Redwoods down 11 here in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-0 on the way. Taking ball 2. First and third, 2 outs. The pitch. Deep to center field. Center fielder misplayed it. It's going to score 2. And Rackham's going to be at second with a stand-up double. And the third run of the inning scores for the Cougs. Now Juan Perez will hit with his second at bat of the game. Perez, a sophomore from Texas. And the 0-0. Fastball in, strike 1. Breaking ball, taking strike 2. 0-2 to Perez, 2 outs, runner on second base. The Cougs have opened this up to a 13-run lead 18-5 with 2 outs in the 8th. And Perez at the plate in the 0-2. Weak ground ball to third. Third baseman takes it on the run, throws across the diamond, gets the out, and the inning's over. At the end of 8 full, Cougars 18, Redwoods 5. Okay, here in top of the ninth, there's been a bunch of changes. We're only going to give you one. Zach Rackham's pitching. Fastball slider guy. First pitch is a strike. Rackham's got a 9 ERA. Ball one thrown in the dirt. 5 innings pitched. So again, Coach Seth, Coach Frank getting guys some work for that 5-game series against Siskiyous next week. 1-1 on the way, and that's a strike in a 13-run game, guys. And why I went for a ball, I can't explain it to you. The 2-1, same place. Now we go for a strike, so it's 2-2.
It's kind of pumping.
Flip a coin.
It's kind of pumping it.
And Rackham's throwing a little bit hard today. Gives a weak ground ball to first base on the 2-2 pitch, handled by Ortner, unassisted. 1 out for the Cougs.
How boy, Zach?
So the hitter will be Jake Browning from Redwoods. Cougars looking for 2 more outs. Blake takes the 0 offering deep to right. Logan Fisher kind of turns it into a circus. And he circled it, went back, came back, fell in front of him, and the Browning's going to end up at second base. It's got to be E8, E9. The play should have been made. So a 1-out error by the right fielder, Fisher. Runner on second base, 1 out. And throws a slider for a called strike. So Redwoods' third base coach wanted a balk called there. We don't know what he did. Probably not going to do it again. Comes set and pitches. Slider again, fouled off. So rack him up, 0-2. Rack him 0-2. Try to get him to chase a fastball up. Throws it up, and he takes it. Count goes to 1-2. 1 out, runner on second base. Top of 9. Cougs up a couple touchdowns. Rack him with the 1-2. Slider hung up. Bloop to center field. McDonald comes running in right. It falls in front of him for a base hit. Redwoods has runners on first and third. 1 out. It'll bring Grant Lacer to the plate. Lacer with a single and a run scored.
Let's go, Zach.
Rackham still throwing okay. He's around the plate. The fastball taken low and away. Should be 2 outs, but the misplay in right field. And then the bloop single. Not holding the runner. Cougars in double play depth. And the 1-0 on the way. Late swing.
It's a hefty hack right there.
To even the count at 1-1.
He didn't run, maybe.
And the 1-1. Fastball up. Called a strike.
He was already throwing the ball back before he scored.
Rackham gets ahead 1-2. And the pitch. Slider low and away. Might have been a fastball. I couldn't tell. Evens the count at 2-2. 1 of 9. The pitch. Fastball hit deep down the left field line. Hard and foul.
He's on there.
2-2 on the way. Slider, strike 3 swinging for the second out.
They're gonna pull him. Who they got? Rolly? No. Rolly's at third. Oh. Nady K probably. Yep. Nady K. Number 9, Nathan Coleman.
So there'll be a pitching change for the Cougars.
Good job, Rackham.
If you're just a normal day, you would think this is a weird time for a pitching change with 2 outs in the ninth and with a 13-run lead. But they're trying to get guys game work, not just bullpens or scrimmage work. They're trying to get guys in the game, preparing for their 5-game series with Siskiyous. So the new pitcher will be Nate Kohler, right-hander from Utah. Oregon. We'll be back.
Where'd he go like
So Kohler enters the game in search of 1 out. He has a fastball, curveball, and change. First and third for Redwoods, 2 outs. Looking for 1 out. The pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely by Drew Gale. Keeps the runners from advancing.
Let's go, Nate.
Counts. And for some reason, the pace is slowed. So we're at 1-0, 2 outs, top of 9. Fastball right down the. Can't explain it. Right down the go for a ball. So it's 2-0. And the pitch is on the way. Ground ball hit to short. Caicedo fields it, flips to Perez, and the game is over. The Cougs sweep Redwoods. They have a 5-game series coming up with Siskiyous. Go Cougs.